What's up, everyone? This is Ben Falcon's Media Corner back again with a brand new AK After I Saw review episode for today. This one's going to be on a new release for 2022, which I actually saw this just a couple days ago. Well, this was released yesterday in the US, and this came out last week in the just a couple weeks ago in the UK, and I saw this just last week. And so today's review I'm here to talk to you guys about is going to be my review on the 2022 fantasy film, and this is the third entry to this series that began since 2016, and the 11th installment to this franchise that began since 2001, and that is, of course, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. This was directed by David Yates once again, who made the previous two Fantastic Beasts movies, as well as directing numerous Harry Potter films, from Order of the Phoenix to Deathly Hallows Part 2. And so, in this third entry to Fantastic Beasts, we see that this film is set several years after the events of the predecessor, which was The Crimes of Grindelwald, in which we see Dumbledore, who's once again played by Jude from the last film. Basically, he is setting Newt Scamander, once again played by Eddie Redmayne, and his friends to basically go on this mission where they have to go up against, Grindelwald. But this time he's played by Matt Mikkelsen, who replaced Johnny Depp from the last film. And of course, they have to go up against him as well as his Dark Wizard army. So that's pretty much the simple story, really, of The Secrets of Dumbledore. Now, I do like the first Fantastic Beasts movie. It is a really great prequel to the Harry Potter series. But it's not by means a masterpiece or anything. And I didn't get a chance to see it in cinemas back in 2016. I should have, though, but I did watch it at home. And I do still think it is a really good film. But the last film, however, The Crimes of Grindelwald, which I did see in cinemas back in 2018, at first I thought it was just decent, but going back to it, I just don't think it really holds up really well, and I just do think that one is a really disappointing film, and easily the worst in the Harry Potter series, which was really sad, because I like the series, though, but there were a lot of problems with that film, mainly due to what was going on with Johnny Depp and all that, which it's still going on to this day, all over the articles online and all that, so it breaks my heart for what's going on with Johnny Depp, since I'm a fan of Johnny Depp and all that. But when I heard he was not going to be in this one, I was pretty sad to hear about that, since I do think he's a really good actor. But when I heard that Mads Mikkelsen was going to be playing his role, I was really looking forward to seeing what he was going to do for his take on playing this character. And I'm a big fan of Mads Mikkelsen from Casino Royale and Doctor Strange. He's such a hell of an actor here, and he's such a great actor. And it was great to see, everyone else coming back to do this one, Eddie Redmayne, Dan Fogler, Katherine, Waterson, and Jude. It was great to see everyone back to do this one. And I didn't know when I was going to go and see this, because I was really busy with my job and all that, because there were a lot of people who were seeing this movie. Most of the Harry Potter diehard fans were seeing this film, and a lot of people seeing it, and I just didn't even know when I was going to see it. But when I had my last shift for last week, which was a Tuesday, I decided to go and see this at my job for free, and so I did manage to get myself a free ticket, which I still have right here. And I'd like to say to my View Cinema, thank you so much for getting me a free ticket for this film. And after seeing this film, was this much better than the last one? Yes, but this movie wasn't that great. I just think this movie was just okay. I didn't flat out hate everything about The Secrets of Dumbledore, because there are some praises I can definitely say for this film. The performances all around are really good for the most part. Eddie Redmayne is fun and likable as Newt Scamander. Dan Fogler as Jacob. He's funny and entertaining like he was in the first two films, although he's not in the movie that much, which I kind of found that disappointing. Katherine Waterson's good. Jude is really good as Dumbledore. And Matt Mikkelsen as Grindelwald, he's really good in the film. I thought he did a really good job in playing, a villainous character again, like he did with Casino Royale and Doctor Strange. And the other performances all around are really good for the most part. And for visual standpoints, the visuals in the film are really good as well. They're breathtakingly amazing. When it comes to this Harry Potter series, the visual effects in those movies are, of course, amazing to look at on screen for, the creatures and the magic and everything like that, as well as the action sequences, which the action in this film are pretty exciting and pretty tense for the most part. And they're directed really well by David Yates. But the story, however, is just the biggest problem with this film, because there are some story sidelines in the film I kind of found uninteresting, and they kind of lacked a bit of magic, really. Because, for the Harry Potter films, most of them do have, of course, they do have magic, and they do have some really good story sidelines that are pretty interesting. They have some interesting characters. But for this prequel series, some storylines aren't really on that interesting, and some of them do tend to have some like, uninteresting characters. Like some of them are quite forgettable, but I wouldn't say most of them are forgettable because there was a few I just do remember the most of. You know, Newt Scamander, Jacob, Dumbledore, and Grindelwald, and all that. Those are pretty. I kind of found them memorable enough, and there was just some other characters I couldn't remember that much really. For and when I was introduced this prequel series, there was some I just couldn't remember that much, even since rewatching them when I did rewatch them all for in preparation for this movie. And the runtime as well in the film, I kind of thought, well, this one's 2 hours and 16 minutes, which this one's a bit longer than the last two films, which those were 2 hours and 13 minutes. I kind of wish this one would have been cut short really, but in the end though, The Secrets of Dumbledore, it's not a bad film. It wasn't a disappointing film for me. This one was just an okay watch. It's definitely better than the last one, but it's not saying much, yeah, because there definitely are some problems with this one. But if you are a fan of Harry Potter, if you're a diehard fan of the Harry Potter series, you might enjoy this one, because some audiences may have a good time with this one, while some may be disappointed with. I wasn't massively disappointed with this film. I just had an okay time with this one, because there were some things I did like in it, but there was just some things that kind of bugged me really for the problems this one had. But who knows what's going to happen with the new entry they're going to plan to do, but in the future. But that's pretty much all I have to say about The Secrets of Dumbledore overall. I'm going to give Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore 2.5 out of 5. Just like I said, it's not a bad film. It's definitely It's definitely a much better improvement over the last one. But again, it's not saying much because there are definitely some problems with this film. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my AK After I Saw review on Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. And let me know what you think of this film if you have seen this already, or if you've just recently seen it. Did you have a really good time with this one, or you're massively disappointed with this one? So again, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews. And as always, this has been Fogler's Media Corner signing off.